Guess what time it is, you guys? It's, oh, I'm not supposed to be awake right now. That's what time it is.
Hey, oh.
I thought that means it's F this shit o'clock.
It is F this shit o'clock, but I don't say that with the kids in the car, you know what I'm saying? Got my Starbucks, got my bad Botox job, I'm ready to go.
Okay, Caitlin.
Caitlin? Oh, with the Botox? I look like Caitlin. You guys want to know something messed up that happened to me? I got some Botox. I always thought this might happen to me one day. Went to a place I haven't gone to before, and I don't like to get a lot of Botox, you know? Man, they froze the crap out of the center of my face, and now my eyebrows look all wonky. You want to see something crazy? Watch this. And then, to make it worse, one of our subscribers, Victor, kept harping about us getting Superfast haircut. I was growing it out to get a certain hairstyle. I sent the beast down. Basically, all he had to do is trim his bangs. Dude came back with freaking ear flaps over the front of his face, over the front of his ears. I don't know what it was. I had to go down there. He basically, in the end, he got all of his hair cut off. So, Victor, I hope you're happy. I hope you are happy, because this little boy yesterday came home looking like the son from the Addams Family. You know it's true. Yeah, I went down there with the beast to get his hair corrected. I was all mad, you know? And there's nothing funnier than a woman with bad Botox who's mad because I'm angry, but I can't have any expressions. And the only ones I do try to have just make my eyebrows look weirder. You know what I mean?
I didn't even notice, but she was extremely mad yesterday.
Are you angry, ma'am? Obviously, look at my face.
Yeah. I thought those ladies were going to ask you to step outside.
Oh yeah, we can step outside. You want to go outside?
I think they actually meant just because they were scared they wouldn't wait outside.
Oh.
Not what you're saying. Not what you're thinking.
Anyway, Smash's hair is cut at a diagonal across his forehead.
To be fair, it was probably because he was moving.
And to be fair, my child is perfect. Moving on. One bad Botox and two bad haircuts later, and family pictures are canceled for a little while. Till my face unfreezes and I can have normal expressions, not look like Caitlyn Jenner.
When I was watching that, I was wondering, that's how you know you're going to be a singer, is if you actually like the sound of your own voice, then you have to be a singer.
Honestly, I think that it just takes a little bit of arrogance to want to pursue any of these things where you're willing to get out in front of people and think that it's worthwhile for them to listen to what you have to say. Now, I tend to be a low ego person, but I've had to work on that because I've been in a lot of situations where I was kind of being told that I wasn't anything. So to combat that, I started listening to Kendrick Lamar's song I Love Myself on repeat. I was kind of fronting a little arrogance for a while, but I think that works. I have become an accidental vlogger because these cool people who subscribe to my channel and pay attention and want to watch have encouraged me to do that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done that.
And most of the time, if you fail in your personal life, I mean, maybe your Facebook friends will know, and most of them don't care anyway, because they're not real friends. But but when you fail as a performer, you're talking about hundreds of people focused solely on you.
Right. So hard. That would be. I wouldn't know. That would be so hard.
Critics, after the fact, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, just panning everything that you've done and just dissecting everything, you know? So yeah, failing as a performer
that would be really difficult. A little encouragement is what we need.
Intersection closed.
Really?
Yeah, those things aren't that useful.
Man, you know what it is? It's like a exercise in anger management. When I was younger, I feel like I didn't get enough encouragement because I was a very low ego person. I just didn't have a lot of ego. And for me, every kid's different. For me, I needed probably more encouragement to do things. Maybe more than the average person. I think that when it comes to success and failure, sometimes our internal voice becomes the one that we hear, and sometimes the voice that we hear is telling us, you're not very good at that, or don't stop singing, or stop doing that, stop, But if you have that person, because, you know, when you're a kid, your perspective is so small. All you know is what some adult is telling you that you're capable of doing, which is important for us to remember as adults. Now, this is a different topic, but I'm going to digress to it a little bit because I think it's interesting. People have asked me why I don't want my children to be in private schools, and one of my reasons for it, and they actually may end up in private school, but the basic premise is that I want my children to be extremely well-rounded, which means I don't want them to just have access to like upper class kinds of things. I want them to learn the kinds of things I did too. You know, like my mother laid a foundation and built onto our barn. She's wired all the electricity in her own home. One year we gave her a reciprocating saw for her birthday, and she took out a window and cut it larger and put a picture window in by herself. I want my boys to be able to do that kind of stuff, you know? I want them to be able to talk to people who have different backgrounds, and I want them to feel comfortable and fluid doing it.
Well, they got to learn how to drive a screw properly without splitting the wood and all that stuff, you know?
Yeah. Our kids are not going to know the kinds of troubles that we've known, though. You, as being the child of immigrants who had to work really hard to get where they are, and me being the child of blue-collar and professional.
Tending a farm by herself.
Yeah. You guys, my mom is a bad mother effer. She's a bad mother effer. And I know that because now that I'm an adult and I realize all the stuff that she did, she took care of an entire farm, a paralyzed person, and 3 children. And she ruled with an iron fist. She was out there digging post holes. Her biceps were so big that my brothers would invite little boys over to the house and go, "Mommy, flex." She was bad. And then there's me. I'm like, hey, I've got a cold. I need to call in sick for work. Listen to this. My mom had trigeminal neuralgia. You know what that is? It's where the main nerve in your face is ignited. And she had atypical, which means instead of sometimes the nerve being ignited, it was constantly ignited in her face. So she was in constant pain. It's also called the suicide disease because a lot of times people who have it kill themselves because it hurts so bad. My mom struggled with it for like 5 or 6 years. She was on all kinds of medication and she had to go to work like that. And she barely made it because who could, right? But she still drove to work like that, which is dangerous. She shouldn't have done that. Until she finally got to the point where she was able to get the surgery she needed. And they took a small piece out of the back of her skull and went in and put pads around that nerve so that it wouldn't be rubbed by the blood vessels surrounding it or whatever it was. And she woke up and she said, "Hey, I'm ready. Let's go back to work. I'm good." That's my mom right there.
Crazy.
That is crazy because I don't know how she did it.
When you're old school, you know.
My mom is old school.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
I want to show you something. So I have a couple parents watching. I don't know if you guys have young kids or not, but I got this really cool umbrella stroller. It's a double umbrella stroller. Yeah, so this bad boy right here folds down a little bit bigger than an umbrella.
Hi, kids. We're going to Oregon.
We're going to Oregon. We're going to be on the farm. That's Superfast hand. Smash, you want to say hi?
Hi, kids. Ready?
Yeah, we're ready, huh?
Ready,
for takeoff?
Yeah. You ready, kids?
Ready, kids?
You ready? Ready now? Go.
And
Take off!
it's taking off. About to land, huh?
Yeah!
You like that music? We are officially here at the farm. Here it is, in all of its glory.
What are the cows doing?
Oh, they're being lazy. They'll come up in a little while. But right now they're just being lazy.
But we'll stop walking.
Because they're laying down. They're being lazy, Baba. I wouldn't want the boys to touch on.
I think it'd make them cry.
Well, yeah. Ow, it might really hurt a little kid. They're a lot smaller than we are, right?
When we were lived up at the other house, that boy
Electric
right there
fence we're talking
this
about.
size, pissed right on the electric
What's
fence.
walking?
And I
What's
didn't know if that would
walking
do
Mommy?
it, but it did. It climbed right up his
Mommy,
Who's
why
you talking about?
what's walking fence?
ear.
I think it started my growth too.
Emma, what do you have to say? What do you have to say for yourself?
I wish I would have brushed my hair before you did this.
I wish I would have had hair before we did this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's happened on the farm today, Dad? We got the old Dodge out there. What are we doing with the old Dodge?
We're trying to get it started so we can get it up out of that field. It's got 2 flat tires, it's got a dead battery, and it's out of gas. Other than that, it's ready to go.